Chapter 12. No one does something for free, indeed, but sometimes what you expect in return isn't objects or pricey things. He's the same person who made CEO wait for the classes to be over, made him laugh so hard his cheeks hurt when they chatted, made him smile every day, and made him comfortable to be around. Even so, CEO feels so uncomfortable that he wishes to walk away just by standing near him. I'm returning the money, Sand says, holding out a brown envelope. Theo looks at it and glances at his face. He has more bruises than cake. He accepts the envelope. I know this won't solve anything, but I'm sorry, Sand says softly. I have no excuses. I'm sorry too, Theo replies, catching Sand staring in the corner of his eyes. I didn't know you felt terrible when I talked about my mom. Forget it, Theo nods. Still, I want to apologize for not realizing it. I also don't live with my dad. It felt nice to listen to the stories about your dad, so I thought you'd feel the same if I invited you to my place to see my mom, to eat her food. The tan-skinned boy remains quiet. He has nothing to say, so he can just stand there and listen. I'm leaving. See you. Theo stops midway and turns around with his eyebrow rising in acknowledgement. I'm sorry. The smaller boy goes quiet and thinks, his gaze on his feet. When you said no one did something for free, I thought about it. I think I also expect something in return. But I don't want objects or money. Theo holds Sand's gaze and smiles gently. I simply want a good feeling and sincere relationship in return. So, when I lent you my money, I wished for nothing but being your friend. Theo chuckles. I understand that you don't want that, but still, thank you. I genuinely had fun when we played together. I'm sorry. It's probably the best thing San can say. He feels a bit guilty, but so what? He didn't plan to trick him into giving him money at first. He just wanted Theo to buy him some snacks, which he paid back by playing with him. What's the big deal? Theo nods. He doesn't want San to feel guilty or need an apology. What happened made him realize something. He was just a tiny human in the world with so little experience. He judged everything with shallow feelings and trusted someone because that person made him happy. He believed it was a good thing as long as he was happy. Theo didn't understand others' complicated thoughts. Theo didn't understand those who act nice when their minds are the opposite. Theo never met someone with an ill will towards him. It was the first time Theo stepped out of the space behind Cake. It was the first time he decided to act on his own accord. Even if the result isn't pleasant, he thinks he has grown up at least. Last night, Hiapao told him that even if we don't hurt others, it doesn't mean they won't hurt us. Furthermore, even if we're good people, it doesn't mean we'll only meet good people. Likewise, even if rabbits don't eat tigers, it doesn't mean tigers don't eat rabbits. Theo thinks he's a rabbit that will try to distinguish rabbits from tigers that pretend to be rabbits. Theo walks out of the cafeteria to meet up with the boy who took him here. He is waiting in the same spot. Cake. Took so long. Didn't you get the money? Yeah. Theo shows him the brown envelope. We talked a little. What did you talk about? Sand apologized. Ha! The bigger boy scoffs. I don't accept it. I did. See you. I just did, he explains quickly, getting cold in a stern voice. Forgiveness is a good thing. Yeah, it's good. Now you're free from him. The smaller boy laughs. You look like an angry giant. Don't poke my cheek. Seo pouts. You're going to see Rin, right? I'll catch up with Kung at the building. Cake usually went to the back of the school at this time, but since Sand was going to return the money after classes today, Cake insisted on accompanying CEO. It took CEO a while to persuade Cake to wait from afar. I'm not. I'll go home with you now. Hmm? It takes CEO by surprise. Why? Let's go home. No need to do this to comfort me. CEO frowns. I'm okay now. I'm no longer sad. It's not like that. Cake grins, pinching CEO's nose. I just want to go home. Anyway, it's been some time since we played by the canal. Are you going there? CEO's eyes glisten. Cake smiles and nods. CEO's happy face sends a twinge of pain in his chest. How long has it been since they went there? How long has it been since they spent time together? Cake has no idea how amazing it is to have a girlfriend, but it can never be compared to CEO's smile. Let's go. Yeah. The smaller boy smiles brightly. Let's go. The smile that makes Cake smile without fail, like now. Seal loves the area by the canal behind their places, a 30-meter walk into the rice mill alley. It's not crowded in the evening. The weather is pleasant, and the air is cool from the canal. They used to love hanging out on the wooden bridge, looking at the water movements, listening to the leaves rustling in the breeze, and the birds chirping in the distance. When they got bored, they would skip rocks against each other. Theo never beat Cake. His rocks sank as soon as he threw them. I can't do it. Theo pouts. He still can't do it, then or now. Cake laughs and steps closer. Don't throw it too hard. You have to whip your arm forward with the rock parallel to the water. It's hard. You can do it. Choose a flat rock. Angle your body and throw it in a straight line. Cake instructs, passing a rock to CEO. He holds CEO's hand and guides the swing. Oh! CEO jumps when the rock released from his hand skips once and sinks. Even if it's lasted for a split second, the boy who never succeeded beams. I did it! See? Cake laughs. Practice constantly and you'll be able to do it yourself. I'll practice until I can skip it multiple times like you. The bigger boy nods. Practice until you beat me. When I'm good at this, I'll challenge you. Cake ruffles CEO's hair with his big hand as CEO hops. Ew. Hmm? What is it? CEO asks when Cake becomes quiet after calling his name. I'm going to ask if you're hungry. Let's go home. CEO checks the time on his watch. Okay, it's past 4. You told Aunt Prow you'd be home before 5. Yeah, I'm grounded. Let's go home then, says CEO. Cake nods. He turns around and squats down. The boy next to him asks in confusion. What are you doing, Cake? Did your shoelaces loosen? Why did he turn his back on him? Get up! Get on my back. Huh? A piggyback, like before. CEO licks his lips. Cake used to give him piggybacks, but it was ages ago. It feels weird to do it now, especially when something is no longer the same. I'm heavy. As if the bigger boy can't help but laugh. Just get up. I'll run back home. We'll be there in the blink of an eye. But you still hurt. Not anymore. Cake turns his head and repeats, Get up. Since Cake insists, CEO slowly lowers himself until his chest touches the road back. He wraps his arms around Cake's neck loosely and presses his lips together tightly as he rests his chin on Cake's shoulder. CEO loves Cake's scent. The unique smell puts him at ease. CEO loves Cake's body temperature. It feels nice when their skin touches. CEO loves his voice, gaze, smile, everything about him, and everything he does. CEO loves it all. But CEO is also scared. He's scared that if their bodies touch, Cake will hear his heartbeat. He's scared that if they're this close, Cake will discover his feelings one day. And he's scared that if Cake knows, he'll change, like CEO did. The difference is the change in their feelings might not be the same. You said you'd run, CEO says, trying to have a conversation to distract himself. I changed my mind. Cake sounds like he's having tons of fun. I want to take my time walking like this. The weather is nice. You'll be home late and get hit. We have plenty of time. Do you remember when I carried you home? Cake asks, pacing forward. You tripped and your knee bled, so I have to give you a piggyback. You were crying so hard that you hiccuped. I was a little kid. It was funny. Sia frowns and hits Cake's shoulder once. You're mean. Mean? I carried you home and cleaned your wound. I'm proud did it in the end. Because you kept screaming that I was too harsh. You were. You have the strength of an elephant. Have an elephant treated your wound before? The smaller boy sulks. Cake is such a pain. Ew. Hmm? When you hung out with Sand, what did you do together? The question gets Theo curious. Why does Cake want to know? Why did you ask? Just tell me. As Cake's voice shows no emotions, Theo is paranoid. He's not sure if Cake is irritated. It just occurred to me that we didn't talk much recently. I know nothing about what you did. Cake. That's why, from now on, let's talk a lot and tell each other everything. Okay. Tell me now. Cake chirps, turning his head to CEO and hopping once to pressure him. CEO is startled. He tightens his arms around the bigger boy. I'll fall! I won't let you get hurt. Come on! Got it, CEO answers. He pauses before starting. Sam took me to the garden under the highways. There were squirrels. They ran so fast that I never caught up with them. Some days we played on the swings at the police building next to our school. A man sold ice cream over there, coconut milk and bread. He also added sticky rice and lots of creamer. It was so good. I was thinking of taking you there to try it. And I watched Sand play guitar in the music room. The song has a strange rhythm, but the lyrics are meaningful. I noted the title. I'll show it to you later. I also went to Sand's house. His brothers are adorable. Two of them are twins. They were naughty like monkeys. Theo laughs. They climbed the tree very agilely despite their small sizes. I couldn't do it. I lost the kids. I bet you would have won. Ew. Hmm? Did you enjoy playing with Sand? I did. Sand was nice when we played together. He didn't hurt me or make me uncomfortable. He made me try loads of new things. Even though it ended that way, the good things that happened were real. Did you like it more than when you were with me? How would that be possible? You seemed happy. I was happy because I had fun. But I have everything when I'm with you. What is it? Everything. Having you feels like having everything. Cake smiles. Mm, you're smiling, aren't you? The same goes for you. I'm not smiling, you're talking nonsense. No, I mean, I feel the same. Having CEO feels like having everything. That's what Cake means. CEO has dinner at Cake's place today. It's one of the few days Danette got home early. The dining table here is rectangular, unlike CEO round one at home. Uncle Thanet sits at the head of the table with Aunt Prow and Cake on his right and Cream on his left. CEO sits across from Cake. If Uncle Tanet gets home early, his family will eat together. On the contrary, Sio's family takes care of themselves when they're hungry. They don't have time to set the table and eat together. Eating together is pretty fun, actually. They try to talk over each other and laugh aloud. Most topics are cream stories at school, their friends' mischief, their school, and general things. Seal, you're full already? Bro Brapa asks when Seo is the first to place his spoon and fork on his plate. Yes, answers Seo. I'm stuffed. Eat a lot, Eo. You're so tiny, Danette says, glancing at his son. I thought Cake took all the food. What? Dad? You doesn't eat much himself. Cake growls, taking another bite. I'll go taller than you soon, Eo. The girl beside Seo pipes. Getting called short, Seo pinches Cream's cheek playfully. You have many centimeters to go, Cream. You have to eat more, Eo. Annette smiles. When they move there, I'm sure they will grow even taller. You won't be able to catch up when they're back. Pardon? Seal lifts his eyebrows, not understanding. Dad, I haven't told him. Cake blurts, slightly furrowing his brow in all seriousness. The whole table falls into silence. Ah, Seal looks around, unable to comprehend the situation. Ew, you're full, right? Cake changes the subject. Yeah, me too. The bigger boy sets down his spoon and fork before turning to his mom. Did I skip helping you clean up today? I need to talk to you. Sure. Barbara cracks a small smile. Have a good conversation. Seal has no idea why he's frowning, but something is telling him he's going to be mad. Why are you scowling? Asks the room owner after closing the door and turning to the boy perching on his bed. What's the matter? Why didn't I understand what Uncle Tonette said? Why was everyone quiet? Kate lets out a sigh and settles next to him. You, he calls his name softly. Do you remember when I said I had to talk to you about something after my mom spoke to me? Theo nods. I do. I've been waiting for you to tell me. Right. What is it? Cake, don't stay quiet. I'm getting scared. I know. The bigger boy takes a deep breath. The stress churns his stomach. Promise me you will listen carefully until I finish. Don't kick a fuss. Don't cry. Don't refuse to listen. And don't walk away. What are you going to say? Promise me first. I promise. Don't cross your fingers. Show me your hands. Theo sulks, raising both his hands. I'm not crossing my fingers. Okay. Cake breathes in and out slowly, organizing his words. Anything to make it less impactful. My dad got an opportunity to work in the US. It's kind of like he will help out in a branch. He will get promoted if he goes to a much higher position. If he agrees, it's a 3-year contract. And Sio's voice quivers for an unknown reason. The company will provide the accommodation, and his family can move there. And are you going to the US? Sio interrupts. He doesn't want to know the details right now. He wishes for a conclusion and the answer to his question. Are you going to live in the US? Sio clenches his fists. Are you not going to be my neighbor? Are you not going to go to school with me? I won't get to see you every day anymore, right? Are you not going to be with me anymore? Sio tears up and pouts when Cake doesn't answer any questions. I'm asking you. You. Answer every question right now. Cake presses his lips together looking at CEO's tear eyes. No, I'm not. But I'll be back. It's only 3 years. I don't think 3 years are short. What can I do? I don't know. Can I go home for now? No, I'm not letting you go. CEO bites his lower lip, trying his utmost to hold back his tears. No, I'm not letting you leave. CEO wishes he could say it out loud the way Cake did. He wishes he could be selfish, but he knows that the matter is too serious for him to be irrational. If CEO's family moved somewhere, he would go with them, despite how much he desired to be with Cake. Family comes first, after all. CEO isn't heartless enough to tell Cake to stay and be away from his family for 3 years. I need some time alone to think. No, I'm going to be unreasonable if I'm with you. Be unreasonable then. I don't mind. CEO frowns. Don't force me to be the bad guy. Bad or not, you can be anything when you're with me. Don't you think of when I don't have you with me? The bigger boy goes silent, feeling like he gets slapped by those words. Is he the one being unreasonable? I'm going home. See you tomorrow. Will you wake me up like usual? CEO halts after standing up. He turns the Cake at the question. Yes, I'm leaving. You. CEO lifts his eyebrows. Give me a hug. CEO squeezes the tips of his fingers. He doesn't want to cry, and hugging Cake will turn all his efforts fruitless. Can we hug tomorrow? Can't we do it now? No, don't be mad. Cake's shoulders droop. I'm not mad. Good night, Cake. Yeah, let go of my shirt. CEO says when Cake grips his shirt after answering in a soft voice. Cake sighs. Good night, Eel. Cake eventually pulls his hand back and lets CEO leave his room. Once home, CEO showers and gets changed. He tries to be at ease, though he wishes to cry and scream every second. He tells himself he's grown up. A big boy doesn't whine. A big boy is reasonable. He tries to accept what he should understand, even if he continually yells and shouts in his mind. The small boy steps out of his room and marches to his mother's. He knocks on the door thrice and sticks his head inside after she gives permission. Oh, CEO! Napa shifts her gaze to her son from her bed. She slips a bookmark into her book and places it on the nightstand. What's the matter? Can I sleep with you? His mother raises her eyebrows and nods. Come in. CEO closes the door gently, walks to the bed and settles next to his mother. He drapes his arms around her waist and buries his face in her shoulder. Her scent calms him. What's wrong? I just wanna hug you. The boy whispers, nudging his mother's soft skin, trying to hide his eyes brimming with tears. You're a big boy now. Yeah, I'm a big boy. Napa laughs, patting her son's head and pulling the blanket to his shoulders. She assumes he has learned his neighbor will move to the US after graduating middle school. She thought that he would bowl, not expecting he would be this calm, even though he's trying to hold his tears so hard that he hiccups, thinking his mother won't notice. End of chapter 12.